In the lush, green hills of Galilee, there was a small village named Nazareth. In this village lived a young shepherd named Benjamin. Benjamin was known for his courage and kindness, tending to his flock with great care. However, he had one deep-seated fear that he couldn't shake. He was terrified of the dark. Every night, as the sun set and the shadows lengthened, Benjamin's heart would race with anxiety, imagining all the dangers that could be lurking in the darkness. One evening, as Benjamin led his sheep back to the village, he overheard some of the villagers talking excitedly about Jesus of Nazareth. They spoke of his wisdom, his miracles, and his compassion. Benjamin had heard of Jesus, but he had never met him. He wondered if Jesus could help him overcome his fear. A few days later, word spread that Jesus was visiting a nearby town. Benjamin decided to go and see him. As he approached the gathering, he saw a large crowd surrounding Jesus, who was teaching with authority and love. Benjamin listened, captivated by Jesus' words about God's love and care for his people. When Jesus finished speaking, Benjamin gathered his courage and approached him. "Teacher," he said, "I have a fear that I cannot overcome. Every night I am terrified of the dark. It paralyzes me and fills my heart with dread. Can you help me?" Jesus looked at Benjamin with deep compassion and understanding. "Benjamin," he said, "do not be afraid. Fear is a burden that can be lifted by faith. Come with me." Jesus led Benjamin to a quiet place away from the crowd. As the sun began to set, Jesus spoke gently to him. "The darkness can seem overwhelming, but remember that you are never alone. God is with you even in the darkest times. He is your protector and your guide. Trust in His presence, and you will not fear." Jesus then placed His hand on Benjamin's shoulder. "Let us pray together," He said. As they prayed, Benjamin felt a warmth and peace wash over him, easing his anxiety and filling him with a sense of calm. When they finished praying, Jesus said, "Benjamin, whenever you feel afraid, remember this moment. Remember that God is with you, and His light shines even in the darkest places. You will not fear, for His love is greater than any darkness." That night, as Benjamin returned to his village, he felt a newfound strength and peace. The darkness still surrounded him, but his heart was no longer gripped by fear. He knew that God was with him, protecting him and guiding him. From that day forward, Benjamin's fear of the dark diminished. He continued to shepherd his flock with confidence, even during the night. He shared his experience with others, encouraging them to trust in God's presence and love. Years later, Benjamin would often recount his encounter with Jesus to his children and grandchildren. "Remember," he would say, "no matter how dark the night may seem, God is with you. You will not fear, for His love and light are always with you." And so the story of Benjamin and Jesus spread throughout the land, bringing hope and courage to many. It reminded them that in times of fear and uncertainty, they could find strength and peace in the presence of God. With faith in Him, they would not fear, for His love and light would always guide them through the darkness.